Hi, and welcome to the Sikich Seller Series. This is episode number 4. I've got new leads, now what? My name is Joel Hatton, and I'm a pre-sales solution architect at Sikich. So let's talk about leads. You've got them flowing in now. They're in your inbox. Your manager is sending you those leads. What's the typical length you take to reach out to them? Do you wait a couple of days? Do you call them right away? Most organizations are going to tell you that it's more important to reach out to an individual at the time they're physically looking at your information. So if your organization is lucky enough where you've got a system that's feeding in web traffic while someone's online looking at product information about your organization, you're going to want to go ahead and literally pick that phone up right away, because the timing is typically right. And that's really what you want to do. You want to strike when the timing is right. So if someone's on your company website and they're doing research about you or your products and services or what you do from a distribution perspective, I encourage you to pick up that phone and reach them right away and let them know that you're available, and also let them know that you maybe received some information about their web visit and what they were looking at. You certainly don't want to waste too much time. The longer you wait to reach out to a prospect, obviously the more time goes on and it gets lost in their mind. Other things happen, or maybe it was important that particular day, but now it's not important as it is today. We tell our customers, we tell our internal team members that as soon as you get a lead, you almost want to treat it like it's gold and call it right away to find out, really what their needs are. In addition to that, you've got this piece of paper where someone filled out a contact form or maybe checked off a box and their information was sent to you. What are some of the tools that you can use to augment that and maybe try to paint a different picture of that individual? Well, certainly LinkedIn is a great tool that a lot of our customers and a lot of our prospects and even our internal team members are using. They're doing some quick research on LinkedIn to learn more about that company and more about the individual and their employment history. Where have they been? Have they worked their way up? Have they moved from company to company? What are some of the roles that they've had? What does that company make? What do they do? What are some of the things that I could potentially talk about? Do they know anyone that I know? And that research is valuable, because typically in spending a few minutes kind of prepping yourself by looking at either a LinkedIn profile, by looking at a Twitter feed or a Facebook page, you're able to find some commonality between your business and what you're trying to sell and that prospect. And you want to try to make those conversations less cold, meaning, I noticed that, hey, you worked with company B in the past, or your products are very similar to this particular company that we work with. Have you heard of them? And usually there's some kind of back and forth that'll happen, but there's some level of, conversation or acknowledgement that's the case. And then those leads become a bit warmer and not as cold and disconnected, which is certainly something you want to do. The other thing that you want to start doing as you're going through this process is qualify. Understand, do they have budget? When are they looking to make a decision? Am I speaking to the right appropriate individual that has the ability to authorize a purchase or authorize this particular project? Knowing that your organization is probably involving a whole host of people like engineering and sales and finance in order to collectively get together to be able to produce an estimate for your customer, you want to make sure it's important that you're qualifying them. And use the term, you want to get to know as quickly as possible, meaning you want them to tell you, nah, this isn't the right firm for me, or this isn't the right product for me, so you can move on. You want to disqualify yourself as quickly as possible so that you can work on something that's probably more suited for your business. Try to qualify as often as you can. Make sure that you've got you're speaking to the right individuals and that the project is a right fit for your organization. And then once they're physically interested and ready to engage and move forward, you want to continue that qualification process. It's not just ask them once and one time and you're over with. Especially if you're moving up the ladder, you want to try to re-qualify with each individual that you're speaking with, because it's critically important in order to make sure you're not wasting your company's time or your time. So again, you want to try to go for no. You want them to tell you, no, this isn't right for them, and then you can move yourself on to the next opportunity. So once you've gotten to the point where you're qualified, you're having those meaningful conversations, you're going to get ready to take that next step and to schedule that appointment to work with them or send them the necessary material that you need to follow up on. That's really all we had for today's session. Looking forward to speaking with you soon in the Seller Series on the next episode around activity. Thank you.